me try to think of like where we kind of left off here, and see if I can remember the controls. The controls in Control. What are the controls of this game? Oh, collectibles. So troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranaturally hazardous situation. They are heavily armored and heavily armored in preparation for the worst. Armed. I'm like, hold on. Alright, they are heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, his troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that, to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. Refer to file blank for a full report. Alright. So, okay, that's that. Oh. Okay, so down on the D-pad changes the shoulder, which I didn't know was an option. Up is this map that is broken. Oop. And also, the game doesn't pause. So when I try to back out from that map, I do some dodging. Okay, so maintenance and SC energy converters. I'm gonna try and not rely on this map. Okay, so I wonder if I am just supposed to go around, because the last time, this is kind of where I started. It's the ventilation, janitor's office. So sector elevator, like was I supposed to go back up on the elevator? So accept it. Okay, so that'll be a no for use of the elevator. Now we're gonna be going in even more circles now that I'm not using the map. So I think it was kind of through the janitor's office is like so BlackRock processing. Oh, okay, so why? Free learning. So this past week I've been playing more Rogue Company, which was a game that I played a while back, like when I first started streaming. So I play that a little bit on the weekends. A lot of my amazing clips, if you want to call them amazing, are of Rogue Company. So playing that game, and then coming back to this one. So janitor's office is that way. That's the dead end. Oh, our map's working. So it looks like I go through ventilation. I lied. I'm gonna try and not use this yet. I'm using it. So the power plant. No, I'm gonna go through the power plant and see if there's a way to get to the other side. I don't know, like, I agree, like, this map is very unhelpful. Because you can't tell, like, what leads to what. Because you try to follow, like, stairs and everything. But then I don't know what part of the map is level 1, level 2, when it's all shown at the same time. All levels at all times. Okay, so this is this.
My eyes open. We ain't out of the woods yet.
Because I think
Packages and Pipe C.
this is for him.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
Okay, so the power plant.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the job.
I should be going. Try to stay
Right.
alive.
You got a lockdown to lift.
Like, does this lead anywhere? No. Okay, so this is...
Going back.
So energy converters. Energy converters to the right. Okay. It's already more helpful than... the map is telling me. So central maintenance, energy converters. There's an enemy with a shield. There's another shielded guy. But sometimes I'm not even sure, like, if I'm gonna be hitting the wall when I throw stuff. We're getting it. Because even in Rogue Company, no, that guy's like good people. Oh my goodness. Wait, did he throw himself at me? Well, wait. You're a bad guy. So I have to remember that B is dodge, not left bumper. Or right bumper. Because in a panic, I always press both. So energy converters. So
I need to fix this thing ASAP.
So we're already figuring out where we're supposed to go more than the last time by not using the map. I think it's good throwing stuff at the shield guys. So that actually fully kills them. Okay. And all the stuff that's glitching. I'm like ready for it to just attack me. Kinda like with Alan Wake with the poltergeist.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old twig plants inside the plant has a shit fit.
Let's see if there's collectibles too. Anything, any reading material. Are you thirsty? Oh, did they actually hit him? Forget guns. Is there a way to drop it without throwing it? There we go. I was gonna see if there's any collectibles. Looks like there's one here. Oh, it's a whole new mission. Hold on. So, the safe object of power can produce a barrier using objects or material from its immediate vicinity. See Oop 22. Case file for more details. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against a para-utilitarian bound to this object in order to gauge the barrier's durability. Blank and blank velocity ammunition were tested with blank results. Testing will continue after blank. The safe object of power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat response scenarios, allowing para-utilitarians to participate in altered engagements would be an advantage worth considering. Refer to file 853-8367 for full report. Alright, let me just see like what this other mission was. So I learn of another object of power. A safe in the field training obstacle course. Okay. Okay, that doesn't go around. Whoa. Yeah, like I thought I heard somebody before I went up there. So shelter, sure. Usually there's something that I can grab from in here. Ritual impulse. Sure. You're gonna get it. Because you're a friend. Wasn't letting me shoot him. Or hit him with it, so. The coworker got it in the face instead. So that's the other side of that door. Whoa, boy. The little jump. Looks like a ballerina. That was my I'm afraid dodging movement. So the control room is that way. And like this, the movement is fairly quick. So if I press X, let me just go through all the controls, all the buttons. So that's the opposite side of here. Okay, so the other one goes there. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. Oh, look at that. It actually opens the gates. So I probably just ran past this first one.
Now we won't blow up. Let's go lift the lockdown.
So lifting the lockdown. Is it gonna be? Oh. I actually didn't really know I could just hop over fences. I'm also used to Alan Wake, not knowing how to climb stuff. So I knew there was that on the other side. So NFC control room. So this is the shelter. I went. So personal mod. So energy boost. Oh wait. I forgot I have the 2 weapons now. Sure. I don't know. That's like the one thing I'm... Oh, I thought somebody threw something at me. That I'm really bad at is keeping track of all the different upgrades and like changing them when necessary. Or actually seeing what each one does. I'm fairly bad at doing that. Okay, so power plant. So the control room is pointing this way. Do they have to press that or no? Oh, maybe that was if the elevator wasn't there. So this does seem a lot easier to navigate without staring at that map. So, upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Irish still on nothing winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepstonstill's turn. Remus. Is that like a ricochet shot? It's like once I have to go back to the other areas, it seems like it'll be nice with the fast travels then. Yeah, so everybody's enjoying their week so far.
Forces contain a lockdown. Will only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Oh, it's an actual video. Oops.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Well, that makes sense with him being the director. I mean, that's the point. Everything goes on that one person. Make sure you don't pull a trigger.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
It's like I want to figure out why she's here too. Ventilation. Oh. Oh, this was the main room with all those floating bodies. Okay. Wait, she's on executive. I thought it was executive. I just had to double check. Oh yeah, and there are probably the fast travels too.
Document the hiss incantation, as she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily. Yes, of course.
Maybe I don't have to go on the table. Who knows? Sometimes you have to jump on the table to pick up a piece of paper. So initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, alter items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file blank for full report. Okay.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. He covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my key card. The sector elevator will take you there.
Clears level 3. We're getting places.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Okay. Well, that seems interesting now, like with the brother, like now it makes a little bit more sense why they took him. Oh, another video? Oh, another voices.